morning, everyone. Happy January. It is super bright. Right now, it's about 8 a.m., but we are back at the cottage. Actually, we're at my grandpa's, which is right next to the cottage because the cottage is not winterized. And we're expecting a lot of snow today. So I don't know what that means in terms of getting back home because we're supposed to be headed home tomorrow. But it is stunning. The water is fully frozen. Yesterday we were out here and there were like a big group of people playing hockey on the ice, and they fully got all the snow off the ice, and there were people ice skating and pushing each other on sleighs. It was so fun. So I was out on the ice too, and it was just beautiful. And this morning, about 10 minutes ago, I finished Fool's Errand, which is the first book in the Tawny Man trilogy by Robin Hobb. This is the next series in the Realm of the Elderlings because I finished the Live Ship series and started this basically right away in January. Although I did read Nikwe Kiyomizi before I jumped into this because I needed, even though I didn't want to take a break from Robin Hobb, I acknowledged that I should take a beat and then go back into it. But this was stunning. I was so happy to be back with Fitz. I missed him dearly, although I loved all the characters in the Live Ship Trader series. I just have a soft spot for Fitz. I love his story, and we were back with him about 15 years after the Farseer trilogy wraps, and he is called upon to complete this secret errand for the Farseer realm or family, and it was fantastic. There's so much discussion around the skill and the wit and the mingling of those two magics, and the book itself is quite long, but I mean I read these books more quickly than I read any other books, and it the pacing of it and just the sentiment and the feel of this book reminded me a lot of the last book of the Farseer trilogy. It's very quiet. There are shocking action moments, but it's really, really slow. The first 200 or so pages were just with Fitz in his cottage as he's getting visitors, and he's recalling things from his past and focusing on his animals and his farm. It's a very quiet reintroduction to Fitz's world, and then obviously the action explodes, but even so, it's a really drawn out, quiet book, and it just made me feel so happy to be back with Fitz, and it's devastating. This book shattered my heart, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to reading the next one, but I will probably wait a solid amount of time. I don't know exactly, but I'll wait. Yeah, I brought another book to maybe get started tonight because when it gets dark and we're just bopping around, all I want to do is just curl up and read. And we have Riley here, and he loves it, and he just wants to curl up and read, and not curl up and read, curl up and relax. So I'll probably start a new book tonight. I brought the second book in the Vita Nostra series. I don't know if that is what the series itself is called, but Vita Nostra is a book I read a couple years ago. It's a dark academia novel, but really a speculative book about a teenage girl named Sasha who gets basically stalked by this very mysterious man who convinces her to go to this highly secretive school where she doesn't really understand what she's being trained in, and she has this really bizarre, surreal transformation, physical, mental, emotional transformation. And the book became really, surreal is the only word that's coming to mind right now, but where the book went, I was shocked by. I've never read anything like it, so it was a very, very unique take on that bookish niche. And they came out with a second book that I think is following Sasha in her additional years at this school. So I haven't, Vita Nostra now I read 3-4 years ago, but I remember just loving it and being so impressed by it. So I'm excited to read that, and I think it does have some wintry elements. I remember Vita Nostra, maybe it was just the academic setting, but and it was quite dark and mysterious. It just suits a winter day. So I'm excited to start that, and I think it's a much smaller book than Vita Nostra, if I'm remembering correctly. It's it looks pretty thin. So we'll see. But yeah, I've been having a good time with my reading so far this year. But for this morning, I did make a coffee because I've been up for 2 hours and nobody would get up when I requested it. But we are going to go and get a coffee and a pastry probably, and then come back and get our day started. But for now, while I wait for everyone, I'm just going to enjoy the view and look out on the water. It's actually not, it doesn't feel that cold, which is odd because I know it's going to snow and it was freezing yesterday. We got a lot of snow. It's beautiful. I think we got like 5 or 6 inches, I don't know, but it's a lot. And it's like the fluffy type of snow, so it's fun to walk in. Just walking around this morning, looking out over the water. It's so quiet. That's one of my favorite things about it here. I don't have ice skates, or I would love to go ice skating out on the water and the ice. But I mean, you basically can go out there in shoes and like zip around. I haven't been ice skating in a long time, so maybe it would be no good anyway. But I would love to just like get out there and do something. For our reading update, I was going to start Assassin's Reality, something like that, which is the Vita Nostra book. But yesterday, my sister and I were at one of our like little favorite general stores, and they had some books for sale, and I saw Stoner by, I believe, Michael Williams. And this book is like having a bit of a moment in the past couple of years. It was written, I forget when, but it's been having like a resurgence over the past few years, and everyone that I've seen who's read it has described it as like a quiet, like an incredibly quiet book about a seemingly monotonous, uneventful life, and that it's like one of the most poignant books that people have read in recent years, because it's had like this bit of a comeback on YouTube at least. And I saw it, and I've been wanting to read some like quiet books at the moment because that's just how I'm feeling. And I picked it up yesterday. It's a short little book, and I think I'm like 17 or 18 pages in, and just already really enjoying it. I got too tired last night, but I like definitely wanted to read more. It's about this boy who at 19, almost 20 years old, his father, whom he and his mother are farmers in Missouri, and they said they want to send him to college, to university, to take an agriculture course, for like new techniques and potentially help them in years to come. And they're like giving him this amazing opportunity. And he goes to university, and after like a semester or two, discovers a love for English literature that sets him on a completely different path than he had expected, than his parents had expected. And again, it's a really quiet book, so a lot a lot is unsaid with his parents, even acknowledging things to himself, but he decides to pursue a career in teaching and basically to stay at the university because he just falls in love with it. And yeah, I'm only a little bit in, but I'm really enjoying myself so far. So I'm going to continue to read that and pick up Assassin of Reality in I don't know, a couple weeks. I do have a couple book club books that I need to start soon, which I have honestly forgot about. And it's not that the book club meetings are so soon, but the books are really long. So that will be probably after I finish Stoner. I'll probably have to read some book club books, which I'm excited about. They're just, they're hefty ones, so we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to sit out here, look out over the water. I just woke my parents up and I was like, please come and enjoy it. So I think they're going down soon. They'll bring the pup